Chelsea can never beat Manchester United this midweek game. Chelsea now, they think that the team is good. We are winning.
Who said that? We don't have anything.
Now we are performing. You know, so they think they can beat Manchester United.
The last time Chelsea won at the Old Trafford was way back in 2020. Chelsea echo winning Old Trafford. And the last time Chelsea lost to United was at Old Trafford.
I am always of the opinion that when Chelsea gets Christopher Nkunku back playing, Chelsea's goal scoring problems will be solved.
Welcome to Sports Arena right here on my MYBET.AFRICA TV. My name is Kwame Labi. It's an exciting day for me because midweek games are available for us to play on MYBET.AFRICA.com. See, all you need to do is make sure that Arsenal Bekono, show who I should someone say, am I 18 years? Who check if we are so who I can say next year yes. They can go there and register. You can play more games. We have all masters here. These people know the game. They know what they're about. So just go on MYBET.AFRICA.com, register, play, and then you could win some cash as well. If you want some water to drink, of course, Aqua Blue Mineral Water is the best water for you. Midweek action and in the EPL is available for grabs. We have games, serious games like the game between Manchester United and Chelsea. Also, Aston Villa, Man City is playing, and we are going to highlight also on a few games like that of Tottenham versus West Ham. Kudus is doing very well in the league, and we want to talk about that as well. Other games available are Everton, Newcastle, Brighton, Brentford, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Fulham, Nottingham Forest, Sheffield United, Liverpool, and tomorrow we're playing Luton Town versus Arsenal. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I have Francis, we have Ifia, I have Vincent here. Let me start with Vincent because, Chairman, the heat is too much. Vincent, so these are the games that we have, but we're going to narrow down on a game like the Manchester United game and Chelsea versus Chelsea game. What should we look out for in this particular game?
First half, is either Chelsea is going to win or the match will end in a draw at the first half because United.
Don't put your emotions into this one. Your Jackson know what the ball they can't play.
Relax. You see why I didn't start from him. Relax.
So now you go Newcastle. I tell you, the Newcastle go cook you.
What say? You say United no good.
I say Newcastle. As I talk, you just leave no day on set today.
Francis,
like I go call you to order. That day I talk about Jordan, you say we can never talk about Jordan.
Relax. No
we did there. You say Newcastle go cook you.
Relax.
You make a leave and make it talk.
Call. This is a hot streak.
It's been
hot streak. United this season. First half, England lead in the first half in the Premier League this season. And Chelsea on the other hand, also England and Lucy at the first half. It's either they are drawing and Chelsea lead. So one interesting thing about this game is the first half, Chelsea is not going to lose. It's either Chelsea will win the first half or they will draw the first half. But let's go into the game. The last time Chelsea won against Man United was at Old Trafford.
First half draw.
Yes. First half draw, Chelsea win. The last time Chelsea won at the Old Trafford was way back in 2020. Chelsea echo winning Old Trafford. And the last time Chelsea lost to United was at Old Trafford. And Chelsea and United last 7 games, 2 United are winning 1 and Chelsea are winning 1. And the remaining matches, 5 matches, are in drawn game. So going to this game, Ten Hag, the pressure in from Lusa, Newcastle coming back, and also from the Champions League, Galatasaray, a lot of pressure is on the team. And let's look at this Chelsea side. This season, they are performing very well against the top 6 teams in England. Against City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham. And for the past 3 years, Chelsea intimate and winning against Brighton and Hove Albion. And yesterday, Omutimi are winning against Brighton and Hove Albion. So I think going to this game, Chelsea are motivated, seeing United. And Ten Hag, and your issues about, Rashford not performing well on Take, and although they're also struggling with injuries. And let's not forget that Regimes is going to be available in this game. Although we are going to miss, Gallagher, who has been one of the best players for Chelsea this season. And I think this game, I see, a drawn game. I see a drawn game in this game. I mean, because of my previous matches, how both teams are struggling this season, the coaches getting to find their rhythm for both teams. I think it's going to be a drawn game. But as I said, Chelsea, if there is any team who is going to win this match, I think Chelsea is slightly ahead of Man U in this game.
Before I move to Ifya, I want to find out from you. How do you think Chelsea should approach this particular game? Quickly, give me your preferred players to start the game real quick.
Oh, wow.
And when I'm done, I'll go and come back and you give me that for United. Okay. I have something special for you. I'm coming.
With this approach, I know Chelsea is going to press as usual. We are going to press as hard and
without Gallagher.
And United we are going to press.
Okay.
And United will be press it, but then minimum say you beat me at transition very well. Which the last previous game. So I think Sanchez is going to start. Reece James, Thiago Silva, and but they are actually the defenders Rolls Royce and
Charlie. Who can I'm for you? Hey, Rolls Royce.
This matter. I don't want to talk.
Then Levi
Chelsea get Rolls Royce, if defender.
Rolls Royce driving the two.
But they are shield.
Oh,
Massa.
Thiago Silva. Then if Bediashile is Rolls Royce.
Oh, I mean Thiago Silva the ones who is senior man to they are finding camp. Yes. What I say? I don't know. What I say? So Thiago them but they actually then Levi Kowo. And the center pair will be Enzo Fernandez, then Moises Caicedo. So Regine best starting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I count front three, then the striker. I'm going for Misha. Mudryk will start on the left. Cole Palmer, Raheem Sterling. That will go in for
Papa
Nicholas Jackson.
Papa Jackson, number 50.
Jackson he's better than United strikers this season.
Relax.
Yesterday,
my brother, I'm with you on this one. I got your back. Jackson goes score 2.
Jackson,
He was struggling to mention Jackson because he knew that
Is struggle.
Sanchez, Reece James, Thiago, Badiashile, Levi Kowo, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, Raheem Sterling, the star boy Cole Palmer, Mudryk, and Nicholas Jackson. Don't forget Romeo Lavia and Nkuku will come in this game.
I don't forget to video evidence day. I don't go forget. Let's move to Ifya real quick. This is a game that everybody's looking forward to see because we know the rivalry between Chelsea and Manchester United. We can give us the stats that in the past 7 games, they've both won 1 game each and the rest have all been drawn. It shows that this game is a very, very high intensity game. But what do you think about this game first off?
I have good news for United fans, trust me. Oh yes, United fans, please.
Where's your emotions, Anna?
I have good news for you guys.
Before you continue, do you know why I put you last? Because you are neutral. You are neutral. He's not a United fan. We know you. See the way you are being with smiles when you are United.
Come on.
No problem.
Is it because I'm not?
But last time you said that you have a soft spot for United.
Yeah, that one
is a record.
True.
But then it doesn't mean that I need to.
On Chelsea as 2012 Champions League. Basa Nibian Chelsea as
I'm a boxer.
Good news. I have good news for Manchester United fans. Since 2010 to date, Chelsea has won just 2 matches.
History class, no? Any good news, no?
Oh yes.
Has
won just 2 matches against
Before 2012, Chelsea had not won the Champions League.
The way they sandwich the girl, the two of you in between.
Before 2012, Chelsea had not won the Champions League.
Allow the lady to speak.
He's a Chelsea fan.
You are trying to.
Blue.
No, we don't go. I don't want to go slander Chelsea for here. No.
Intimidating me.
No.
Allow me to talk.
Why the heck kill the lady?
Go ahead.
She get facts and figures.
Go ahead.
Facts and figures on her
Go
phone.
ahead.
I will surprise you guys.
Since 2013 to us.
Yes, since 2013, Chelsea has won just 2 matches against Manchester United. And the interesting thing is that all these 2 matches, they played it at Old Trafford. So it's an advantage for Chelsea though. But Manchester United, coming into this game, in fact, Ten Hag boys now, Mulusu matches, any braba. And anytime via Ten Hag needs a match, now and cover the pressure, he deliver.
The Chelsea escape good.
Oh no, not like Chelsea escape, but he's going to beat Chelsea.
Emotions.
The only thing that made me happy in that game, Emma Onya win, then Manchester United, Ibenya draw. not Chelsea. Chelsea can never beat Manchester United this midweek game.
Can you look in the
Yes,
camera
Chelsea
and say this for
can
me?
never beat Manchester United this particular midweek game. So please, trust me on this one. Manchester United will surprise everyone. And as I said, when it comes to Old Trafford, Manchester United, they will beat Chelsea. They will play so well. And it will surprise everyone. Ten Hag coming into this game, simple. Chelsea now, they think that the team is good. We are winning.
Who said that? We haven't anything.
Now we are performing. You know? So they think they can beat Manchester United. Their confidence is there, good for them. But trust me, Manchester United will surprise them. And boys, when I'm they will play as if say, coach in the last game when we need a Bepamono.
Who are your ideal players to start for Manchester United?
Manchester United team, they say, no, who are my ideal players?
I don't know my ideal players now, so I'm better Chelsea.
Oh, no. But see,
she's talking about the brand. Why are you trying to push her so hard?
Relax.
You don't need to mention the starting 11. All you know is United will win the game.
We all know that Onana to start and goes by Fan Hossa.
Oh, no. But this game,
you want to mention facts? Onana will play, goes by Fan Hossa.
Go be a fan. Me see, against Chelsea, we will come here and then talk about this. Chelsea, Manchester United will never lose against Chelsea in this particular game, and they will come into the game like Nkophobia. On my last match, a man sha.
America for come like dumb the bad.
See, Manchester should have a good season. Yeah, on and off, but not against Chelsea. The Chelsea side, Chelsea struggled to beat Manchester United, especially at Old Trafford. See, 2013 up to date. No, we need just 2 games. Against Manchester United at Old Trafford, it tells you, say, Manchester United playing at home is difficult for Chelsea. Don't say because it's going to happen live and colour.
Onana them no.
Onana. Oh, come on. Just before the UEFA Champions League match, no, Onana, one of the goalkeepers occupy clean sheet in the EPL.
Clean sheet.
Oh yes. And the records nearby, well.
When was the last time United keep clean sheet against Chelsea?
Relax.
And that's all keeping on Shawana.
Don't heckle the lady.
On Shawana. And you see, what I'm saying is that we will come here and talk about this game, and then we will mention that if Empress said it. So Manchester United will never lose against Chelsea.
Look into my camera for me.
The worst for Manchester, he said, okay. So they want to beat Chelsea. I have confidence in Manchester.
You have confidence in?
Oh, yes.
Okay. MYBET.AFRICA TV. Do how to click the notification. You will see more of the. See, next episode you will live and colored. Remember, we'll play back, correct playback. You are looking in the camera. Editors no more standby. Francois,
my guy,
neutral guy. I love you serious.
No, you know. This game with the color.
Thank you. Tactical.
You say. If like we change this color to this, it be Chelsea. Be that. This one, the Red Devil.
Yeah, man.
This battle, you know the way we call them.
What would you call it?
The football field where you go host the players and the club. No, we call the match in question. We call them currently we call them the Battle of the Zukus.
The Battle of the Zukus.
The Battle of the Zukus. If they tell you for outside, it's a case Zukuni. Do you understand?
No,
you sure? There are 2 teams currently, based on their past performances and glories.
Give it to me.
The current crop of players, them sure.
Give it to me.
Chelsea. First, do you know that this game is supposed to be a headline fixture?
Of course. It still is a headline fixture.
In our head,
it is a headline fixture.
But in reality, no, I'm trying to decode.
Where am I going to take past behind the headline fixture?
In our head,
whose head?
The brand, Chelsea, and Manchester, 2 huge clubs. You can't take it away.
Thank you.
But in reality, agroni femno. Zuku players never pitch in this. Sorry. How they scatter the things become. Let me tell you. I don't go touch this body, I just go point out because I see your spirit did it. Okay? Mami catch them. The current players, you see, say he be Chelsea fan. I see they go mention a striker, he hide them because you know, see the moment he spit them.
Now your striker say you don't get me for inside, they can't talk my own.
But me, I know say me my striker, no go fit score goals. You see, I speak well.
My brother, enter inside. Okay? Inside.
The 2 coaches are struggling to carve their perfect starting 11. You can't say anything apart from that. You could tell that Chelsea have some exciting players. Cole Palmer that they bought from Manchester City with the ball at his feet. Currently, among his age category, the only one that does that better than him, I think Bukayo Saka is older than him. Saka is now about 22. But if you look at his age category, I think it's only Anthony Gordon of Newcastle United that carries the ball better than him in his age category. And when you need someone to take the game by the scruff of the neck and conjure something out of nothing individually, in terms of their personal brilliance, you can't look further than Cole Palmer for Chelsea.
Yeah.
He has a sweet, cultured left foot. Through him, Chelsea has an outlet to trouble any defensive unit. You look at Manchester United. Who do you wrap your head around? Garnacho. Garnacho is an exciting player on the other side. Interestingly, he is not consistent. Against Everton, we saw the goal he popped up with. Brilliant goal. In the game against Newcastle United, Kieran Trippier basically and Livramento dealt with him all day long. So you look at the two teams, depending on who they are playing against, you can say that both teams have some identical players. If you look at flops, you can mention names in these teams. She made mention of the reason, she doesn't know the reason why they bought the former Chelsea player, Mason Mount, to Old Trafford. He is a flop currently. You look at a player like Anthony Martial. Martial has had countless opportunities. He's supposed to be shipped out. I am always of the opinion that when Chelsea gets Christopher Nkunku back playing, Chelsea's goal scoring problems will be solved. Because what he has done with FC Leipzig, he's an exciting young player with goals in him. And in preseason, you could tell that he was popping up with the goals until the injury hits him. And then they have to think otherwise and improvise. Those who are comparing Jackson Nicholas to Didier Drogba, it's a blasphemy. They need to be stoned to death. Nicholas Jackson does not deserve any moral right to even step onto the training pitch with the Chelsea team.
That's too harsh.
Come, relax.
You are choking me with this.
Relax.
That's too harsh.
Relax.
Chelsea, no. Chelsea is a club with a brand and a standard.
Yes.
Nicholas was scoring for.
And Nicholas Jackson does not deserve to even lace the boots of Didier Drogba, Hernan Crespo, Joe Cole, Shevchenko,
Torres.
Torres. They are only Suwashi. From Liverpool, go there. You know, sit top. That one they forget it. Aside the goal, score against Barcelona in the new camp in the Champions League.
Washi. Okay.
You didn't make my tree, they come.
Diego Costa,
brilliant striker. After Drogba, he's the most successful centre forward to play for Chelsea.
Yes.
Because Morata,
Pato came, Falcao came, all of them.
Falcao, Higuain, all of them flop. I am telling you. So if you look at this team, I am telling you, Lukaku, brilliant player somewhere else. He played for both clubs. He never see top. But at least he was better at Manchester United than Chelsea. So if you look at the permutations, you could tell that this game can go anywhere. It can go anywhere. We can have another explosive 4-4, just like the way Chelsea came to the party against Manchester City. Just like the way Chelsea basically ran riot over Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
So if you look at the Chelsea team, they have an exciting play, but as to how the coach will come up, the mood and the psyche of the players on the day will give us a good match or will give us a mediocre game. But I am expecting something, because when two teams that are off color, that don't give you consistent performance, are about to play against each other, trust me, they can give you a good game and they can give you a bad game. But if I will stick my neck out, I can still see this game following the old pattern.
Draw?
This game can go blank. The game can end in a 0-0 stalemate. Because if you look at their past performances in the last 6, 7, 8 matches, majority of the games ends in a draw or ended in a draw. Yeah. And if you look at the pressure on Manchester United, they can't afford to lose this game. And they need a positive reaction on the pitch. And the way Maguire is playing currently, Maguire currently is Manchester United's best player in their last 4 matches.
I never thought I'd hear anybody say this, but...
no, based on statistics.
It's true, yeah.
He's their best player.
It's true.
Against Newcastle, Maguire bailed them out on countless occasions.
Yeah, he's the player to watch.
And Andre Onana needs to rediscover his form as soon as possible. Yeah. Because he's gradually pushing himself into one of the worst signings ever done by Manchester United. Because if you look at him, 50 million pound signing, goalkeeper from Africa, from Ajax. He was burnt for 8 months, came back, played himself back into the limelight, went into the Champions League final, and has been the finest goalkeeper ever in the history of the UEFA Champions League. He played the most touches in the game as a goalkeeper. And Guardiola said, if you play against a team like Inter Milan with this quality goalkeeper that can determine and can orchestrate from the base of defensive units, it will always be difficult. The game can only be won by the slightest of margins, and Rodri pop up with that. And for him to take the position of De Gea, of all people, and up to now, that is one of the reasons why if Ten Hag doesn't take time, he will lose his job. Because the Manchester United faithful will always judge him based on that decision. Because most of the goals that United are conceding are howlers from the goalkeeper. You watch the Champions League against Galatasaray.
Yes, I did.
Look at the kind of goals Teletubbies goals.
Charlie.
Today
your terms,
horrendous
your
goals.
terms they come out now. Teletubbies goals.
Conceded by Onana. Look at the free kick by Ziyech. A goalkeeper in the coast division in the Ghana Amateur League should be. That is a textbook save. It's a routine save. That ball shouldn't go through him. Onana Asa. See, if you're in England and you're playing for Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, these clubs are big clubs, and you should mind your utterances. Onana said to the press, any other thing that people say is shit to him. It is only what his technical team, the coaches say that matters to him. And now, we saw him yelling at Maguire. But 3 days ago, Maguire was the one consoling him.
What happens in football?
So let me tell you this. Manchester United, I expect a positive reaction from them. If I'll stick my neck out for somebody to win this game, trust me. Manchester United, for all their shaggy reasons this season, has proven at Old Trafford in particular that they are a tough team to beat against the teams that are on par with them. They got blown away by Manchester City in that game against them. But if you look at their performance at Old Trafford this year, it's been pretty decent. It's not that bad. And I expect them to give us a positive reaction. Because if Chelsea should beat United, heads will go rolling.
On Thursday, that's the 7th of December, Spurs will play in West Ham. Now, there's a game that it's a London derby.
It's a London derby.
It's a London derby.
West Ham, Tottenham is in North London.
Yes.
And West Ham is in main London.
Yes, it's a London derby. And we all know that after Chelsea beats Spurs, it'll not be looking good for Spurs.
By yesterday, against Man City,
yes, they
really popped up. They scored, they went down, they came back, they went down, they came back.
Since you're on the floor, let me get you quickly in the next 1 minute your general overview about this particular game. Who do you expect to win?
I expect. I think West Ham is playing home.
Yes. No. Spurs is playing home.
The momentum should be with Tottenham Hotspur because they'll be pumped up for this one because in their last 4 or 5 months, ever since they lost to Chelsea, they've not been able to have any positive reaction. I expect them to bounce back in grand style against West Ham. West Ham have some exciting players. Mohamed Kudus has been brilliant for them ever since he walked through the door from Ajax. And if you continue on that trajectory, they have players that can hurt you. They have Tomáš Souček, the Czech Republic midfielder, brilliant player by all standards. And they have Lucas Paqueta, the Brazilian. So it should be an exciting game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but I expect Spurs to win this game.
Okay, if
Spurs, West Ham. I expect Spurs to win the game, and if you go through the statistics, the last time West Ham won against Spurs was somewhere 2019. They are doing well, but Spurs, they are on form, and Postecoglou is doing so well for the club, and I don't see Spurs getting a draw in this game. They should win straight up.
Okay, Vincent.
Tottenham Spurs win.
Okay, let's highlight a little bit on the importance of someone like Kudus in this game. You highlighted something small like that. I mean, since he walked through the door of West Ham, he's been doing very, 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 very well for the club. What do you think? What kind of impact do you think Kudus will have in this game, real quick?
I think right now Kudus has the confidence, and he has scored 6 goals for the club already. Initially, when he joined them, he wasn't getting the playing time, and we all were complaining. Yeah. But then the coach knew what he was doing. He said, "No, relax for the ball. He will settle, and once he's settled, you just give him the ball. He will do the magic for you." And Kudus is doing so well for the club. I think now he's one of the key players. In fact, It's a fact, please. It's a fact. Kudus is one of the key players.
Oh, it's true.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
And now he's starting all the matches. Don't forget that their game they played in the Europa, he wasn't well.
Even yesterday, I think he popped up with a goal in that game. He scored
He
against
scored
against
Crystal
Palace.
Palace. Yes. He wasn't feeling well, but then when he got back, he just has to start. And he's good, so you have to start him. I think he'll be a very key player in this particular game. And Tottenham Hotspur, they shouldn't underrate the boy because he's capable of doing anything at all in that particular game. Yeah.
Well, one game this is how we wrap up the show. One game that looks like it's going to be a quite tough one is the one between Aston Villa and Man City. We all know Aston Villa is in red hot form, and Man City also. Yes, I mean after they lost they drew to Chelsea, it's not been looking good for them. It's just been draw all throughout. Vincent, general overview of this game.
Well, I think per statistics and facts, everything shows that City, it's a strong side when it comes to Aston Villa. The last time, Aston Villa won against City was last 10 years ago. And in 54 matches, 56 matches, between City and Aston Villa has won only 2 of them. Right? So it tells you Man City, on Aston Villa, or Chenebune Debia, and you feel baby. But this Aston Villa side this season, they are playing very well, and especially at home. And since Emery took over from Steven Gerrard, things have been going well for Aston Villa, especially at the Villa Park. That is where they are going to play. And ADB, City without Rodri, there's a question mark on that team. City without Rodri. Question mark on home. And this is a game City is going to play against this Aston Villa side. They've been scoring. The little mistake you do, they will punish you. And City last 10 games, this is a Manchester City side. The treble winners from last season, they've conceded 10 goals in their last games. So City last 5 matches, they've been drawing. Omunya win then, silly mistakes, individual mistakes, Vardy Bay mistake, but some of their share, John Stones Bay mistake from Nathan Ake. And this Aston Villa side, Watkins, Douglas Lewis, Diabimo, the least mistake Ubeyeno, they will use that mistake to punish you. So I think going to this game, me personally, call my bet so much, my bet for this is a game. You see, sometimes football is full of sentences. In football, and man say game be the facts are back in this particular team. But the last time City lost to Aston Villa was 2013, and a year.
You're 2023.
2023. 3 last number. And in football, the last time Chelsea had the Champions League, people were using that scenario and a counter of football. But if so follow football very well, follow. So City losing Rodri in this game, having these difficult times in the Premier League after playing against Chelsea. And Aston Villa form, especially at their home at the Villa Park. I think this game is going to be very difficult for City. If City win, Pep Guardiola, the class pedigree, and also right now, Arsenal is leading at the top. And so if City drop a pointer, still Arsenal is going to, increase their lead. So I think this game, for me, I will just ignore this game when I call my bet. But the safest side is to give Aston Villa a handicap in this game. Yes.
Francis, quickly wrap it up for us and let's go. What's your take on this particular game? Possible outcomes of this game?
West Ham.
Yeah, West Ham. No, Aston Villa, Man City.
Aston Villa, Man City is
with your favorite coach.
It's a dicey game for Manchester City, and they have to be very careful because Aston Villa will pick a clue from City's game against Wolverhampton Wanderers, where Sarabia basically turned the game in the dying embers of the game. And Aston Villa themselves, they have some exciting players. Oli Watkins, they have Diaby, they have the Brazilian midfielder, Douglas Luiz. It's when they click into full gear, trust me, Aston Villa can be very stubborn and can be very complicated to deal with. And Manchester City this season has proven in the last 4 matches, they are fond of conceding sloppy goals this season. And it's unlike them. Until they learn to shut down the door, and it continues. The English Premier League is unforgiving.
Yeah.
When you open the door, someone will slam it on you. And yesterday, they opened the door. And Kulusevski basically stole 1 point for Tottenham, thereby making them draw 2 valuable points yesterday. And against Aston Villa, based on what Villa themselves are doing, Villa doesn't concede that much.
Yeah.
But they are fond of scoring goals. Yeah. So if you allow Villa to have a field day, they are going to cause you problems. And Pep Guardiola should look at himself, look at his tactical tweaks and see what he's doing that is not working to the strength of the team. Because it's clear that the absence of Kevin De Bruyne from his midfield is basically opening up the midfield. Because with him, he orchestrates.
Yeah.
So you are scared to attack more. But without him, people feel like they can go and they will not be attacked in those droves. So I think it's going to be an interesting game. Aside the Chelsea-Manchester United game, that game should be the second most lively game that we should watch in midweek. And I expect Aston Villa, especially at home, to give them a tough game. But still, at the end of the day, if you look at it, Manchester City will always stand as favourites in these matches. Erling Haaland has been missing some vintage chances, and he needs to rediscover his ruthless form to be able to kill off games for Manchester City.
If you have quickly touch on it, and let's wrap up.
With Manchester City, they have to win. And, this particular season, where clubs are Manchester City and I'm recording a drawn game against the big clubs, and they only lost to Wolves. Club be our Kabia also be an obabo. And this particular one, when you want to compete, as an big what do you have to do? You have to win. And you saw it in that game against Tottenham. Sabrina Ambano, how are not coaching, all the players were disappointed, and at a point in time, Pep Guardiola said going to buy Munishi from a chow. How per se league on compete. So I think the game against Aston Villa will give them a very tough match, but at the end of the day, I expect Manchester City to win.
Okay, so these are the games that we highlighted. A game between Manchester United and Chelsea. Manchester playing at home, Aston Villa playing at home, ready to welcome Man City on Wednesday, the 6th of December. And of course, Spurs versus West Ham, Thursday, the 7th of December. Now, these 3 games can all be found on MYBET.AFRICA, the website. So please go there, register, and do well to deposit some cash and go take some of these games, because you can make some money. Me this weekend, I'm smiling because I chop money for that side. So please do well, go there, register, and then stake your games. This is where we bring the curtains down to this edition of Sports Arena. If you want more odds, yes, DJ Slim will also come your way right here on MYBET.AFRICA TV with Odds Arena. Be here where we go arrange the thing, you understand? We go arrange the thing, we go pray, we go kabe, it be mashallah, or you go get on that platform. I'm leaving you, but please do well to subscribe, and then you can get more videos anytime we drop them for you. My name is Nakwame. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Ifia. Thank you, Vincent. I will come your way another time with some great content. Have a great day.